Welcome to another show of the Red Comp Rant. It's hate week, bitches. I'm your girl, Adana. I have Dre and my husband somewhere. He's around here somewhere. He'll show up. Oh, there he is. Welcome to Hate Week.
What's good? It's that time, I guess, huh?
Oh, yes, house is divided. That's what I say.
How's
Because
how's
it's
the wait? How's the house divided? Y'all both Cowboy fans.
Well, you're in the house too, because technically, we're supposed to be on a porch chilling.
Yeah, maybe
So the
one day.
house, so the house is divided technically,
Mm,
if you go by that.
okay.
Welcome to another show. Yeah, so
Anyway,
so I'm just saying, how you been, Dre?
I'm good. I'm watching this game. Eastern Conference Finals is underway, so I've been watching that. Watching the Heat and the Celtics go at it. How y'all doing?
We good.
Gravy,
Could be better.
Why?
gravy.
What happened?
The Cowboys lost. That's what happened.
I mean, I
Seriously.
can't. I can't say nothing either. Yeah, Falcons took an L this week too. So
At least
so
our
who won?
score was better. I'm just
Hey,
saying. Come on, go.
well, y'all had a chance to win it though, but it seems like the clapper didn't leave yet.
Oh my God, he's
the
still
the clapping
there.
mentality is still there. That's all I'm gonna say.
He's still there. And I'm like, bruh, what is going on?
I saw it. I was like, yeah, and y'all had a chance, but and shout out to Jalen Ransom for that epic Oscar performance he did on that last play. So, but you know, it
Mr.
is what it is.
Sassy.
We're both sitting at 0-1, so somebody got to win Sunday.
And then I said, I hope we don't end up in a tie because that would be all bad.
No, it wouldn't. That means I don't have to sing.
We'll just have to make another bet because as of right now, if
No,
the
you said
part,
scot free, so
I understand scot free, but if as of right now, if the playoffs ended today, we would play each other in baseball.
no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that one.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Cause y'all every time the Braves and the Cardinals played, something happened. So nah.
I literally told Mike, I said, I'll play I'm ready for my team to play any team but the Padres.
Looks like we got a
Same.
call already. Is that you, Paul? Yes,
Oh
indeed.
man.
What's going on, guys?
What's going on, Paul?
Excited, man. I mean, this Sunday and yesterday, as usual, all of our teams lost. So, typical Sunday.
So you mean that beat down that the Steelers brought to the Giants?
I mean, I'll tell you right now, I'm not a Daniel Jones. I never was. They should have drafted Haskins. And it was just a typical Giants move to pass over a better quarterback or a better looking quarterback. That's not good. So I'm not surprised. And I kind of hope the Giants go 0-16 with this dude.
What up, everybody? And it's Cowboys Nation. I'm just letting everybody know now. This is my hate. This is the hate week. I gotta
You know
hate
what?
Juju this week. I gotta hate Maggie this week. I had to hate Mike this week. It's love, but I gotta hate y'all. I gotta hate y'all till Monday.
But
You
let
ain't
me
probably
ask
gonna
you a question. Damn, so Monday, not even after the game?
I might if we lose, then I'm still hating them. If we win, then I'll love them to death.
What in the world was Mike McCarthy thinking? He said he's
Hey
something.
man, look, like I said, they had a chance to win. I mean, the Falcons was out of it third quarter, but the Cowboys had a legit chance to win, and yeah, I
We
think the
had
clapper was still lurking.
He
The
had a legit
clapper was lurking
chance to win
somewhere.
the game. How about that? Well, here's my thing. Here's my thing, right? Mike McCarthy said in his press conference that he spent a year studying the game of football. Is that not what he said in his press conference? Last year, no head coach down three in the fourth quarter went for it for fourth down in that situation. So what in the world was he studying? Why
Hey,
are you doing that on the road?
hey, you tell us, man, because we don't know.
I don't know. That was a poor decision.
Yeah, because we at least could have tied it
Y'all could have, but hey, I said Clapper's lurking somewhere. He was lurking
somewhere.
somewhere in the vicinity, and yeah, y'all blew it.
East
So,
Rutherford, New Jersey. That's where he was. That motherfucker.
well,
And another game where Ezekiel Elliott runs under 100 yards and the Cowboys lose. I think they just need to run the whole 40 times to guarantee a W. Because for me, I don't understand it. The statistics are there. You run over 100 yards, the Cowboys are nearly undefeated. I just don't understand the point of like having the best running back in the game and you're not going to use him while he's still in his prime.
But that happens all the time. The issue, like I've said it all year, last season, and I'll say it again this season. When Dak doesn't run, even though he ran for 30 yards, he only ran 3 times. If he doesn't run, we don't win. And that's the biggest thing. If they don't allow him to use his feet, we don't look good. We always lose. We always lose. And then, what about your Falcons? I didn't watch the whole game. I only watched parts of it. Um, so tell us,
I mean,
Dre.
what can I say?
Three receivers in the 100 yards.
Yeah, but that was mostly garbage time.
I know, but still.
Yeah, but it was garbage time. A couple things I want to say. One, uh, the fact of the matter is, I saw Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan should have never in his football career or football game thrown the ball 54 times. That's when I knew it was a mistake.
Raymond,
That
no, that's not happening.
It is happening. Shut your mouth over there, negative Nancy.
so that was the first thing, and then the second thing is our defense, man. This was my biggest concern coming into the to the season. How our defense is gonna hold up. And granted that they did good for about the first few minutes, and then you saw Russell Wilson just take advantage of the game. I mean, throwing long touchdown passes, and us turning the ball over a couple times that didn't help either. So, um, it is what it is. Seattle has a great quarterback, a great team. We get down. I mean, Todd Gurley did have a good game. He ran for
He
54
did.
yards, but when you're down by that many points, you got to abandon the running game and start, putting up points. So, it's it's we took it on the chin, but you know, I'm we'll see what happens in this game because I mean the team we're playing is pretty much their mirror image of us in more ways than one. So that's how I look at it.
We have a running back. I don't know what y'all got. Y'all got knees.
We got Julio.
We have Amari Cooper, Gallup, and CD Lamb.
You mold them all together, and they'll be Julio.
Long as you can let him go all up and down the field. Long as he don't score, it don't mean a damn thing.
Well. We remember the
Mm.
last time. We remember the last time the Falcons came to Arlington and Julio went wild. So,
Yeah, but then the last time we came there, we won, and you fell asleep on my couch. I got pictures.
but see, the thing about it is that was in Atlanta though. We talk about Dallas. We talk about
Just
Dallas now.
saying,
Yeah, but we know what happened last time. So
he's a Seahawks fan, so why would you even put that up?
I don't know.
I'm
Some
not
people
talking to
like
you.
more.
I'm talking to negative Nancy over here.
Give him a shout out.
That's my boy though.
But we'll see what happens though,
Great face.
cause I don't see nobody. I mean, as much as y'all defense say y'all good, I don't see nobody on that back end that's gonna hold Julio. So, and we got Calvin Ridley as well, who's gonna be sneaky good this season.
Diggs will probably be behind Calvin. And Diggs did a pretty good job last week. Diggs, don't. You How long ago was that? Wasn't it 3 seasons ago that they came here?
Hey man, the win's a win, right?
You talking boy? You talking like a Cowboys fan back in 1995 when we
Oh
won a
no, oh
ring.
no, oh no, no, no. I group Cowboys fans with Steelers and Niners fans. They're like the
Oh
girl in
my,
high school that used to look good, and she talks about her past accomplishments now. That's how Cowboys fans are.
that's no, not us.
Yeah,
The
y'all right
other
up there.
ones.
Y'all right up there with Steelers and 49er fans that
I
y'all like
know.
to
I know.
talk so much about the past.
I'm not talking about us. I'm talking about like me and Boom, not us. Like our fan base is delusional. So I get it.
Hey, wait, welcome to the club. I know my fan base is delusional.
Our fan base is already talking about fire Mike McCarthy.
Well, so that means hey, consider the fact we lost to Seattle. They already talking about fire Dan Quinn and trade Matt Ryan. It already started.
We'll
So
take them. Well, I'm telling you, we'll do a one-on-one trade with Dak Prescott for Matt Ryan.
now y'all keep Dakota. We good. We good over here with Matty Ice. We good. We all right with him.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I
Matter of
mean,
fact, he just broke the record. He just surpassed John Elway
Yep.
for ninth on the all-time passing list. So I think we're good with him.
Stat pattern.
Yep, that's what it is. So I mean, we'll see what happens Sunday. I got a couple things on the line, so
I
it's going
know
to be real
about that
interesting.
Adrian. I know about that. I remember the Adrian Claiborne game, but that was when Tyron Smith got hurt, and old boy was there just allowing him to come in, and he got
Bell,
cut the next game.
Bell.
Yeah, he got let go the next game, so I'm not even worried about that. But
Yeah,
I will say that Adrian Claiborne, St. Louis. How you gonna, dude? Stop. Fowler's gonna okay. Triple G, no defense.
uh,
We've been talking about firing Dan Quinn since they started.
like I said, it's divided. But I will say this: it's not all Dan Quinn's fault. It's not his fault. The whole thing isn't. We had players hurt from our defensive side of the ball. So, but consider the fact how we finished, beating the Saints and the 49ers. I mean, it's pretty much making or breaking for Dan Quinn, but I'm gonna ride with him though. It's just the first game. Seattle's not a bad team, so I'm not really too worried about that. But
Come on, man. These are excuses.
I will say I agree with this. A whole lot of different season with no preseason. We're going to see a lot of early injuries week 1 and 2, and just be warm ups for everyone else. Good luck. Thank you. I really agree with that because we've already seen it. We've already lost two people for the season. I mean, like one person for the season. One is out for 6 to 8 weeks, and another one's going to be out for a few weeks. So we're already seeing the injuries kind of rack up just from game one alone. And we're not the only one. A lot of people, because I post a lot of fantasy updates of injuries, and I've seen. A lot of people are like, there's a lot of people getting injured. This happens every year. It's just usually it's spread out through preseason. Now, because we didn't have preseason, it's all happening week one if it's not happening, in practice.
pretty much like it was in college football, they don't have no preseason. They just play the first game, and that's the first game they play. Some teams play raggedy teams, and some teams play good teams. So we'll see how that works for most.
We don't. And I think it's whoever scores last is going to win. You know, that's just being honest.
So hey, look, man, I know our defense is not it's not didn't play up to par, but like I said before, Russell Wilson is a good quarterback. I mean, it wasn't like we were playing somebody back there that was a scrub. So I mean, we just got to make the adjustments and keep it moving, man. I mean, it's a big game. We're going on the road playing the Cowboys. So I mean, we got to do something. I mean, we lost.
Yeah.
Just shake it off and keep going.
Yep. And I agree with that. And that's how we're going to be. We got to keep, you just got to keep moving. And if we want to keep up with the Washington team, we got to win.
Well, that one team in New Orleans, the one team that I didn't want to win won yesterday, so I got to hear it. So we got to do something. I don't want to hear that for the rest of the season.
Your mom already called you?
Oh no, my dad, he ain't called me yet. Oh my, oh, the Niners lost, so she
Oh,
she ain't
yeah.
saying
She
that.
didn't call you. Oh, yeah, that's
She ain't
right.
called.
She got
My
quiet.
dad hasn't called yet, but I'm pretty sure I'll be waiting for it.
He'll probably call you today
Yeah,
or text you because he knows you're
something.
awake.
Nah, I just put it on do not disturb and I don't have to worry about it. So
Skibbity paps.
yeah, we'll see what happens. So
No, 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 no. What you not gonna do? I don't know who this Brazilian person is. What you not gonna do? I'm gonna say this: Matt Ryan is not trash. I really feel like
I
you're
see a lot. I see a lot of slander over here for my team over here.
woo
Like a lot of
woo
slander. A
woo.
lot of them.
This
It's
is
actually it's a few. It's a few. I mean,
woo. Like
hey,
you already know. Like I am, of course, a diehard Cowboys fan. But what you're not gonna do is talk about Matt Ryan, because you have to look at his stats. His stats are still a top 10 QB in the league. Last year he was I think he was top 5, top 6. Um, he's not bad. Like y'all, he's the most consistent QB in the NFL. How many yards did he need for 3,000 yards to pass up who, Dre?
Peyton Manning. It's like 4,000 something yards,
It was
and he
3,000. I thought it was like
it
3,000.
was like 40. It was like 41-28 or something like that.
Oh yeah,
But
something like that. Yeah.
so, but all the people that are slandering Matt Ryan's name, they're gonna hate when he retires and he finally hangs it up, and we have to start from square one with a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
You win, so
You
that's the
know,
thing.
and,
Like,
and I
in order to win games, you want to win the Super Bowl, you have to run the ball. This throwing the ball for 400 yards and half of them being in garbage time to break records, it's not going to win Atlanta anything. So I just don't understand the hype over Matt Ryan. Like, okay, he's going to break records because he's going to throw for 400 yards every time his team is down by 2 scores. But I mean, is he clutch? No. Is he good? No. Does he make good decisions? No. He just throws the ball to Julio and throws the ball. Like it doesn't mean you're a good quarterback. I'm not impressed with him, and I'm
I
gonna be honest. He's going to break records, but he's not going to win anything. That's just going to be the story of his NFL career.
He doesn't make good decisions.
well, you know what? I fully disagree with that because that whole throwing it up to Julio, that's BS right there. Because if that was the case, Calvin really would have put up the numbers he did. And then, yes, you said we're supposed to have a running game. Our offensive line was bad, but come on, dog, you kind of blowing this out of proportion. Matt Ryan still had even with the fact of the matter is even though he got hit a lot, he got hit a lot.
And guys like Matthew Stafford, guys like Matt Ryan, it's everybody else's fault but their own. Like I
Wrong,
saw
wrong. Oh, you are certainly most wrong because whenever the Falcons lose, they
It's
blame
always
it. Always Matt Ryan's fault when they lost the Super Bowl. When the defense kind of gave up and let the Patriots come back, they didn't blame the defense. Who they blame? They blame
they
Matt
blame
Ryan.
they blamed Matt Ryan for the
They
whole
blame
thing.
Matt. So that whole they don't get no Matt Ryan doesn't get a pass. He doesn't get blamed for it. Take a look in Atlanta Falcons Nation. Take a look in these Atlanta Falcons group, and you will be sorely mistaken. The fact of the matter is, Matt Ryan gets blamed for every Falcons loss, regardless if he played bad or not.
and rightfully so. He's the leader of the team. He's the quarterback of the team. The quarterback should get the main majority of the blame. And
He gets all the blame though. It ain't just he gets all the blame.
Defense plays bad. He gets the blame.
He gets all the blame. Matt Ryan gets all the blame. It ain't no part. It ain't so. It's all he gets all the blame.
Yeah, because you know he plays all the he
Yeah,
He
plays all
plays
the
everything.
positions.
right. So the
Y'all don't
defense
know Matt Ryan plays every
How,
position in Atlanta.
why do you think the defense is fault, or the special team fault, or lack of running game, or the coaching is bad, the ownership is bad? Matt Ryan deserves blame. It's just the simple fact of the matter.
even for defensive bad play, even for
Yeah.
Trust me.
even for poor defense play. Man, hold on. Listen to my whole question. Hold on. Listen to my whole question. Even if the defense plays horrible, Matt Ryan should get the blame.
Why is the defense on the field 35 to 40 minutes of the game? The offense
Cause
is
they
getting
could.
out.
Wait a minute. So it's Matt Ryan's fault that the defense can't stop a offense on third down or make crucial stops to get the ball back. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying everything connects with one another. If your offense has a three and out consistently, as we've seen last year and as we've seen the first game, you're putting the offense and the defense right back on the field. Get the third down conversion. It gives your defense a chance to rest, so then they're not gassed. That defense was gassed by the second quarter because the offense did not move the ball.
So again, so you're blaming Matt Ryan on this, not the fact the defense couldn't make plays to get the offense off the field, right? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying if the offense maintains possession of the ball without the three and outs, reducing the three and outs, you give your defense a chance to rest. That defense was gassed by the second quarter and they had no chance.
Well, agree to disagree, but the
Yeah,
whole
because
thing about
I can't even agree.
I can't even get
I
with that
can't.
because the
Look at
fact
Matt
that
Ryan as a top 15 quarterback. He's just not good. He's just that guy. I know what to expect every week. Garbage time stats, and then people are going to say, well, look at his numbers. He's a top 10 quarterback. I'm just not impressed. I've not seen a playoff game from him where I've been like, you know what, wow, this was a good Matt Ryan game. From the Giants game in the playoffs where he dropped no points, the defense scored 2 points for him. To other playoff games, I'm just not impressed by the dude. Like I get irritated when people bring up Matt Ryan and his numbers as if half of his stats are garbage time stats. He's just not a good quarterback. He's not a top 10 quarterback. He's not a top 15 quarterback. And if you replace Matt Ryan, if this Falcons team decides to rebuild and trade or go away from Matt Ryan, I guarantee you they're gonna have success. I guarantee you. I've been spot on with these predictions and these projections. I'm telling you right now, if they get rid of Matt Ryan, replace him with a better quarterback, they will be a top five team in the NFL. Mark my words.
So okay, based on your logic, what's New Orleans Saints' problem? Last 2 years they got eliminated by the Vikings. Is that all on Drew Brees?
Yes, absolutely. He choked. And I said it too. I said it last November. Teddy Bridgewater should have maintained the starting quarterback position. Drew Brees is going to cost this team, and he did. He cost him against the Rams, and he cost him against the Vikings. He was awful those two games. Teddy Bridgewater was a better quarterback, and he
How,
led that team.
hold on, how did he cost the game against the Rams? They got the pass interference of the year call.
And then faces the Vikings and choked. Another one that's an overrated quarterback. Drew Brees is overrated.
Hey man,
So who
Okay.
is okay? So since all these quarterbacks are overrated, who is a good QB? I'm scared to ask.
Please don't tell me. If he give me a
Well,
relevant name, we're gonna hang up the phone on him.
Lamar,
If he don't say Pat Mahomes, hang up the phone.
ends up there for me.
Who? I
Who?
mean,
Why we get quarterbacks passes, but when they fail, like if you saw the playoff games, how can we say Drew Brees doesn't get all the blame for the way he played in overtime against the Rams and the way he choked with 3 turnovers against the Vikings?
Okay, but that's not answering my question. Who's a good QB?
Drew Brees?
All 3 turnovers were his fault.
Yeah, my question is who is a good QB?
I would say Big Ben when healthy. I would say Patrick Mahomes, and I would put Deshaun Watson, and I would put Lamar Jackson and Russell Wilson up there.
All over Drew Brees and Matt Ryan. All those players you just named.
Rapist burger. We talking about rapist burger?
And Deshaun Watson over Drew Brees and Matt Ryan.
Any day of the week.
Bro.
Well, he can move on after that.
Rapist burger.
I ain't got nothing to say after that. That was kind of funny. I had a good laugh off that one. I did. So
Yeah, this
what else?
is yeah. What else we gonna talk about? 'Cause,
What else
like,
we gonna talk about?
what this
Yeah, look what Triple G wrote. What about the Deshaun Watson 24-0 blown lead against the Kansas City Chiefs? Is that on Deshaun? Is that on him or defense?
That's on him. That's on him. He didn't lead the offense in the second half. That's on him.
So the defense had nothing to do with it. With the Kansas City Chiefs putting up 40 straight points over the Texans. The defense had nothing to do with it.
That offense is, if you know you're playing a top offense, you have to keep scoring.
Okay, but so forget the defense then. Why not just throw the dummies out there and be like a practice field? Call that a game.
You expect the Chiefs to not score that game?
Okay, of course you expect them to score. I'm asking you about their defense. You're not gonna put any blame on the Houston Texans defense in that game. All on Deshaun Watson.
I do not expect that defense to hold Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs to under 30 points. So knowing that, you got to keep scoring. Put on the gas pedal.
So with that logic, you're putting everything on Deshaun Watson, nothing on the defense. Okay.
All right. For me, this generation, it's hard for me to blame any defense because you can't even play defense. So it's hard for me to put any blame on defense, especially when you're facing an offense that's good.
Okay, hey Dre, we're not gonna ask him about who to blame offense or defense because this answer is gonna be the quarterback. So
Hey man, I mean, he gave me his top 10. He gave me his top 10. So I mean,
well 4, 5.
Have the ball in the hands the most. I think they get the majority of the blame. Now, in this generation, it is hard to play defense, which is why we give credit to defenses who are like the Rams, because it's hard to play defense in this era. So if you're up 24-0 against a team that you know is going to score, you put your foot on the gas pedal and you keep scoring. That's the mistake that the Texans made. They went up 24-0 and then they just laid back and thought, okay, we got this. This is in the bag, which was a mistake.
no, that's on defense. That's not on Deshaun Watson.
But your defense
has to be able to get a stop. Your defense must be able to get a stop for you to keep scoring. By them putting up 40 straight points, they were defeated.
You didn't expect the Chiefs defense to hold Patrick Mahomes to 0 points. Though. Like that's kind of a hard thing to expect. I expected the Chiefs to score, even when they were up 24-0. I expected them to score to come back. But it's up to the offense to keep it going. You got to keep attacking them. Their defense was their weakness. They got them up 24-0 and then laid back. That's what I saw. I saw a team on offense that just laid back and expected to win the game. You can't do that when you're facing a team as dominant as the Chiefs, especially with their offense being as good as it is. You gotta keep attacking them. I did not expect that Texans defense with an injured J.J. Watt and a depleted secondary to stop the Chiefs for the entire game.
all right.
Okay. That's it. That's all I could say. He's got this. Thank God he's not a Cowboys fan, and thank God I will speak for Dre.
No,
he's not a Falcons fan.
That's it. He said he loves the Cowboys, the players, but he doesn't. He doesn't like
follow. Yeah, he said he could never root for the Cowboys. So
Okay.
so
I mean, I can't. I can't. You know, it's just like I hear this all. The reason why I didn't say anything back because I hear this all the time from Falcons fans that say Matt Ryan's not a franchise quarterback, but you know, it is what it is. I don't even argue no more about it.
Yeah, this is
That
yeah.
Bayern is
Mm-mm.
basura. Garbage.
Yeah, we're gonna
Okay.
talk about this fantasy sports this week. Here, Tariq. We're gonna talk about this real quick. Um, I know we got a lot of Atlanta fans on here, so I'm gonna let y'all just take a breather for a second. Woosah. we gonna talk about just if you play fantasy football, you who should start, who you shouldn't start. I will come. Michael Thomas is expected to miss several weeks with that sprained ankle. They didn't think it was going to be as bad, but it's actually a little bit worse than what they thought. Um, Allen Robinson agent said he did not request a trade, so Allen Robinson should stay a Bear. I thought he was going to be out of there, to be honest. Um, what's his Le'Veon Bell is going to be out for a couple of weeks. James Conner is still questionable this week. I don't know if I would play him. I would play his backup. Le'Veon Bell's backup is Frank Gore. So if you want to, if you want to, you're in one of those deep leagues and you can't find a running back, go for it. But this week, my number one running back. We'll start with the running backs this week since I was kind of talking about them. We're gonna go with Derrick Henry versus Jacksonville, and then Zeke against Atlanta. Christian McCaffrey versus Tampa. Dalvin Cook at Indy. Saquon Barkley at Chicago. Josh Jacobs versus New Orleans. I think that he's gonna have a really good game. Alvin Kamara, since Michael Thomas is going to be out, I think he's going to be getting the ball way more, rushing and receiving. We saw what Clyde Edwards Hilaire did last week. The rookie for KC, I think he's going to ball out against the Chargers. And Nick Chubb versus Cincy, and Aaron Jones versus Detroit is my top 10 on running backs. Top 10 on this is like I said, this is fantasy. This is not my opinion. This is I think who you should start this week. The best matchup, of course, this week with QB is Lamar Jackson with a Houston defense or depleted of a defense. Patrick Mahomes against Chargers, I would say 1A, 1B right now. Russell Wilson versus New England. Dak Prescott versus Atlanta. Josh Allen balled out actually last week. It was very under the radar. Kyler Murray, I'm sorry, you saw they did a big win last week. Deshaun Watson, Matt Ryan, that guy, Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers. To start this week, wide receivers, we're definitely going with Devontae Adams versus that Detroit defense. Julio Jones against Dallas. Like I said, as long as he don't score, he can run up all and down the field. That's all. I don't care. Tyreek Hill versus at the Chargers. DeAndre Hopkins versus Washington. I think that game is actually going to be a really good game. That Arizona versus Washington game. Chris Godwin versus Carolina. Allen Robinson against versus the Giants. Calvin Ridley, I think he's going to actually might have. I think that you might have another two 100-yard receivers this week. Amari Cooper is number 9, and then number 10 is DJ Moore at Tampa Bay. Tight ends this week. Of course, Travis Kelsey comes in number 1 against the Chargers. Mark Andrews is number 2. George Kittle is a little banged up, but I think he'll play through everything. For right now, from what I'm hearing, he's played the Jets. Zach Ertz got outplayed by Dallas Gobbert, so keep an eye on that if you're an Ertz owner. Darren Waller for Vegas against New Orleans. Tyler Higbee at Philly. Jared Cook against Vegas. Hayden Hurst, we do give up a lot of yardage to tight ends, so I wouldn't be surprised if he has a good game. Hunter Henry and Evan Ingram was your top for your tight ends. I hope that calmed everybody down.
Nah, they still going at it. In my comments, I see them. They still
Yeah,
going
they
at it.
going. Yeah,
So
they still going at it.
they
I was
going
just
at
giving
it.
you
They
a
still
moment. I was
going.
just giving you a moment. Ah.
So
Um. Yes, but right now I am watching this basketball game. Just turn it for a real quick second before we go back to hate week.
okay.
It's 94-84 Boston. 7 minutes to go.
Yeah. Uh,
Should I flex? Hold on. Should I flex Jarvis Landry versus Bengals or Marvin Jones versus Green Bay? I would do Jarvis Landry. I would do Jarvis Landry, Byron, just due to the fact that Marvin Jones did not get the ball that great last week as he should have against because Galloway. I mean, not Galloway. What's his name was out. So he it was kind of mixed. So I would definitely go with Jarvis Landry. He's going to get that ball. Okay, sorry about that.
oh, good.
Even though it's your brother-in-law, he's an Eagles fan. You know, I only did it because it was your
He
brother-in-law.
know what he
I
always
only did it.
he's he's always checking in, watching my show, man. So shout out to my brother-in-law, man. He's still sticking with me. So I'm gonna try to get him on there because I know y'all want to do that Eagles Falcon or not Eagles Falcon Eagles Cowboys trash talk. So I'm gonna try to get him on there.
Yes, yes, I'm ready. I can do it by myself. Like I said, I've been wanting this for some months now because he be ready.
And you know they won that Super Bowl not too long ago, so you know he gonna talk a little bit. I
He
can't
said I
even say
come
that.
in peace today because they just
I-
blew a lead. That's the
oh
only
right, oh that's
reason.
right. They lost to they lost to the football team, the
Yeah, the
Washington
foot.
football team.
Yes.
Just
uh,
I don't know what the hell Carson Wentz was doing that second half. He looked like a different quarterback.
That's Carson Wentz for you.
If he's not injured, he's underperforming.
that's why I said I'm grateful that I have a quarterback in Atlanta, regardless of what anybody else say. I'm glad. I'm glad I got somebody like him in Atlanta. So we good.
You have to go 6 or 10 every year, man. That's
Hey,
low expectations,
hey,
bro.
hey, look, at least my quarterback's on the field. We can't say the same about the Philly congregation. So
Yeah, but when that guy gets injured, a backup quarterback makes wonders. So, like, what do you guys have? Like, if Matt Ryan gets injured, like, your backup quarterback is who? But we know that when Carson Wentz gets injured, his backup is at least a decent quarterback.
Philly's backup is elite.
Hey, we right there with you.
Wait a minute. Philly's backup is sitting on the couch in the Texas collecting 12 grand to be their emergency quarterback. That's how elite he is. He's sitting at home collecting a check. That's how elite he is.
Byron, we right there with you. We both got the L's. All right.
Hey, look, I can't say that my team lost, so I mean, I don't
All
talk.
three of us, all
All of
three
us.
of
I
us.
mean, we all lost. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, my team, like I said, my team, you know, we did what we had to do. We tried to make it a game, but you know, like I said, Russell Wilson's not a scrub. Everybody act like Russell Wilson's a scrub. The dude's a good quarterback. So I mean, come on, you
Nobody.
know.
So what's in the scrub? Nobody.
I just said he wasn't. I mean, y'all act like that's who we lost to. We lost to a guy like Sam Darnold who sees ghosts. So I mean, it's not that. We lost to Russell Wilson, who's a legitimate MVP every year. So let's
Yep.
go.
He looked good. He did look good. Regardless, he looked hungry. And I'm not saying the Atlanta Falcons didn't look hungry, but our team, I felt like we didn't really show up until the fourth quarter. So, that's just being honest. Even though we were offensively scoring, our defense, I feel like our defense didn't show up until the fourth quarter. And I think it just took your team just didn't perform the whole four quarters as they should have. They looked tired by the third, like the end of the third,
well,
from what I was watching.
Well,
Um,
that was the thing across the whole league. You know, with no
yeah,
preseason, no real training camp. I mean, you seen it in a lot of games. A lot of players were just tired because they didn't have that condition in the preseason or training camp. So is that an excuse? No, but I mean, it wasn't just our team. It was a lot of teams that had that
Mhm.
same issue because they didn't have the preseason and the training camp. They normally would have to get in shape like that.
Agree. Yeah, I definitely agree. Here's our boy Sam. One day, my thing is acting real slow. I think the MVP is Russell Wilson this year. My preseason pick.
Right
Um.
now, yeah, right now he's in the lead. Right now,
Mhm.
I mean, you got Mahomes, you got Action Jackson, but yeah, he's like I said a few minutes ago, he's always going to be a perennial MVP contender every year he plays. So
Yeah, every year. Every year.
every year
Um. Yeah, these comments. Woo.
they wildin', man. They
Aren't
wildin'.
they? Aren't they? Like
They
this is
wildin'.
this. I'm kind of glad that there's not Cowboys fans on here because y'all just showing. Ooh.
Like I said, what did I say? I said plenty of times. Stuff like this is
Again,
why I think that we have the worst fan base in football. Like I love my team, but you know how they say the Bills are the best because the Bills they don't care. Their fans will
Bills.
support them regardless. Bills
Bills
Mafia,
Mafia is amazing.
they're at the top right now. Atlanta's like close to the bottom as far as our fan base because people are only gonna show up when you start winning, and then if we start losing like we are now, Maggie and Mike will tell you. They'll tell you them groups. That's why every time somebody send me a Falcon group invite, I decline it because I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that
Mm-mm.
shit.
And I think I'm in one Cowboys group.
I'm in zero.
Yeah,
Well,
Cowboys.
you're
I
not even
delete
on Facebook, so.
every Falcons group I was in. I walked out. I deleted anybody that sent me one. Mm-mm. I'll support it. I'll support your group and everything, but don't ask me because you know me. The answer is no. I ain't even trying to go in there because I already know as soon as the Falcons lose a game, it's gonna
Thank
be
you,
the same
Nathan.
shit.
Nathan.
Yeah,
So
this respect. Hold on, what I we respect it to. Like we use logic. We're probably the. I feel like we're the most logical fans, Cowboys fans. You're going to see. I love the game of football just as a whole, and so I don't like the be homerism. Don't get me wrong. I have my moments. I'm not going to say I don't, because I'm a trash talker. But at the same time, when some people come at me with some crazy outseen stuff, I'm just going to be like, Cowboys fans do have logic. I don't know if you've not paid attention or you just been paying attention to the ones that are, around us, but you haven't been paying attention to the show this whole entire time. We are probably the most logical ones that you'll ever meet. Like that's just real talk. Because the other ones will bring up our rings that are 20 plus years old. They'll probably bring up
That's this guy.
Yeah, they'll probably bring up just something crazy, that is something irrelevant, or they'll bring up something that Romo did that he hasn't been there in forever. Then they'll bring up, a coach that hasn't been there in 15 years. And like I said, they bring up those rings. I don't have that time. I'm gonna let you know if I feel like we're gonna win the game. I'm gonna tell you if we felt like we were gonna lose the game. We called it last year when we lost it to the Jets, like immediately. Like we called it before the game even played. We were like, we're gonna lose. Um, right now, I feel like my only person that showed up on defense was the guy that no one gave credit to, and that was Alden Smith. Um,
yeah, he had a pretty decent
he
game
had
last
he
night.
had a decent game. He had one of the best games
Hmm.
out of the whole defensive team. And I told people he was going to be a steal.
Samuel, you're saying that we don't have logic?
He's saying that we do.
Okay. I'm just checking. Just checking.
Don't beat up Sam.
I'm not. I'm just asking.
Yeah, but Zeke came looks leaner, and I was actually kind of proud of that. Someone said that he looked fat, and I'm like, where did you see the fat? Because if that's what fat looks like, let me get my ass. in the mirror because I'm fat. So let me work at try to figure this out where he's fat. Um,
And plus, he's a defensive end, defensive lineman. You gotta have some type of body fat.
no, we're
Can't
talking
be
about Zeke.
can't be all
I was talking about Zeke. He is not a defensive
Z.
lineman.
I thought you were about Alden Smith. My bad.
Alden Smith is very skinny, actually.
The Alden
He,
Smith is lean.
he's solid. He's
Hey, Samuel,
solid.
I was just checking, dude. I was just checking. Hey, it's just more body fat.
Get him, Sam. Get him. Um, but I think Alden Smith is going to this is what we got from him game 1. Wait till he gets in game time form. I say by game 6 he's going to be a man. They're going to be re-signing him at midseason if he keeps playing like this cuz he's on a 1-year prove it deal. I think they'll re-sign him if he keeps playing like this
Yep.
I
immediately.
just hope he just stay. I just hope he stay on the right track and don't be like
Hey,
Randy Gregory and Rolando McClain. I
there,
hope they
there,
don't be like them guys.
hey, there were some
But
people out there saying that he's been straight for a while. He ain't going back. He's proven himself. Didn't he work out with Jay Glazer? Yeah, he
yep.
started training with him MMA.
Yeah.
So Jay Glazer got he has his back. So if he says it, I believe him. He's gonna be like this, be just be in his own little world, not worry about anything else except his business. He's gonna come back to the expectations that were held for him when he was with the Niners. So I think he's gonna be he's gonna be one hell of a wrecking ball once he gets in the real game time shape.
Yeah. And no,
We need
no,
to.
Byron. We need to, but from what I read today, Jerry said he's not going to. You know,
Yeah,
Jerry, he'll say one thing and then do something off the wall 2 days later. So as of right now, they are not looking at Delaney Walker. They're not looking at they're not looking at anybody for defensively. Earl Thomas, they're not looking at anybody right now. But like I said, this is Jerry. It can happen. It could, but as do we want it to happen? No. Uh, it's gonna be a long game. He ain't trolling me.
and I
um,
don't care if I do make an enemy out of him. I don't give a fuck.
yeah, I can't. The
I'll
one
be
person
sitting
that
there
can't,
already agreeing with everything he says too. So like,
I can't,
man,
I can't stand Stephen A. Smith. I'm just gonna throw that out there. I just,
He is so wishy washy
he
sometimes, man. I swear,
is, he is.
so wishy washy.
I can't stand him. Um, it, it's horrible. It's bugging me. I know this is off the subject, but I just wanted to throw this out here. I just got it as an update, and I totally forgot about it, and then I came back to it. Just an update about UFC. Cormier, DC Cormier, tested positive for the COVID test while tested positive while he was preparing for the fight. He tested positive in July, and then I guess he recovered. But that's just amazing, crazy to think that's what he had going on. But okay, continue. Dak Prescott is not a horrible QB, but he's not a great QB. His numbers, again, look at his numbers. He's not I'm not going to say, oh, he's horrible because there's some horrible QBs out there still playing. Mitch Trubisky, Nick Foles. Um, there's a guy in Tennessee that, I don't think he's that great. Um,
He's doing enough though.
yeah, yeah, he's doing enough.
He's doing enough.
He did
Jared Goff.
retire. Yeah, Jared Goff. He did retire, but this was right before he caught it before the fight. Um, but yeah, it's just one of those people that I hate when they say that he's horrible and his numbers look way better than Carson Wentz. Um, Jared Goff, like you said. If you take Goff over Dak, then you have not paid attention to his numbers.
This
You
dude's
have only
obviously trolling. He is obviously
obviously
trolling.
he's got to be
He is
trolling
obviously
because
trolling.
he doesn't pay attention to the game, and he doesn't pay attention to, statistics. He doesn't pay attention to, the QB rating. He doesn't pay attention to none of that. I see Dylan came on here hostile. Aw, why are you so hostile? Why are you so hostile?
I would take
Who?
Dak over.
I don't know who this Dylan Snap person, but he came on here hostile. Aw, who hurt you?
We got, it seem like we
Who
all
hurt
get.
you?
It seem like we all getting. We all getting some.
Hold on. Juke said Blake Bortles over Dak.
Yeah, yeah, Juke. Yeah, I don't know who this person is. Yeah, yeah. Boy, we got some
We
trolls
got some troll. The trolls
today.
are. What they say? How that
Trolls
song go?
today.
Instead of the freaks come out at night, it's the trolls come out
Trolls.
at night.
The trolls
Man, they
come
come
out
from
at
all
night.
over the place.
The trolls
Dang,
gonna come at night.
I'm
The
trying to tell
trolls
you,
come
like,
out.
dang, this is crazy, man.
You can. I'm sorry, Dak is horrible. I'm just saying, go Google. I'm not bullshitting you. I'm not saying he's the greatest. I'm not saying he's a good QB. Like a amazing QB. But his numbers are actually better than Carson Wentz. His numbers are actually better than Jared Goff, and he got drafted behind both of those two. And he got paid behind both of them. But no one pays attention to that. Only reason they pay attention is how far the other two got their teams into the playoffs. That's the only thing they look at, but they don't look at any other numbers. Carson Wentz wasn't even the guy that got them the win to get them to the Super Bowl, and wasn't even the QB to win in the Super Bowl. So, but real talk, you're talking about, yeah, he's not this and he's not that, but you don't pay. You obviously cannot pay attention to his numbers, because I have to argue the same argument with my husband. Boom, he's not the biggest Dakota fan, as we all say, but at the same time, he has proven himself. His accuracy, of course, has to get better. But do I think he's better than Teddy Bridgewater? I think they're probably about the same. And I like Teddy. Teddy might have a slight advantage just because I like, Teddy is, I think Teddy's a little bit faster, but at the same time, do I think that he could be better with the weapons around him? I think if he had, besides just CMC, he had better wide receivers besides Moore. I think he'd be amazing. Um, and put Bridgewater together. Antonio Starks. His name is Bridgewater, not Bridge Space Water. It's Bridgewater. One name. But I think, I like I said, I do think he is going to. I think I've always liked Teddy when he was with Minnesota. I love that he was able to learn from under Drew Brees. But I would even say that. And I've always said Matt is better than Dak Ryan. And if you've ever paid attention to my show, which is with my husband, The Chain Reaction, and you've ever watched the show with Red Cup Rants, and I talk to Dre, or I talk to Mike, or I talk to anybody, I will say my Matt Ryan, because I would love Matt Ryan on the Cowboys. And but that's not, it's not a lie. It's not a lie, Dre. That's why you smiling and shaking your head, because they over here saying, "Well, did Matt is better?" I know Matt is better than Dak. Duh.
No, I'm saying though, the fact of the matter is, you're not getting him with your cookies and all. You're not trying to get my quarterback. Man.
I got cookies. You hear
Nah,
you
man.
hear your nephew? Where's the cookies?
I agree 100% with what you said about Dak. Because without even looking at the numbers, he has a better touchdown to interception rate. He's a better runner. I think he has a better overall record than the both of them, Wentz and Goff, and they were in the same class. But then his success is tied to Zeke. That's the difference in terms like if Zeke runs for 100 yards, he wins, and when he doesn't, he has a high chance of losing. And then we got to keep in mind that he's 14-3 against well, 13-3 against the Giants and the Redskins, and every other team he's like barely over 500. So that's the only thing. That's the only criticism I have with Dak is when he's facing the elite teams, he doesn't really come up clutch. So that's my only criticism of him. But I do think he's better than Goff, and I think he's better than Wentz because he's durable. And to me, the number one attribute is availability. And I think he's better than Goff. And so because Goff is just a play action type of quarterback to me, I don't think he's that special. I think play action is top probably the best quarterback on the play action take. But outside of that, I'm not really like he doesn't wow me, So I would take Dak over both of them, but Dak does have his flaws. But if you're gonna pick Carson Wentz and Goff, who both have flaws, individually, then you have to pick Dak more than both of them because he's had a better career so far.
Thank you. That's all I say. Thank you. He's back on my
Well,
good side now.
yeah, it's all good.
Oh my god. And now
Uh,
your team is like, I mean your fan base is who's better, Matt Ryan or Teddy Bridgewater?
that's why I just been looking. Look,
This is a real debate that is going on
man, you
in the
know what?
comments.
I just want to say something. I just want to say something.
I would take Teddy B.
I just want to say something right now. Jimmy Butler is making me eat crow right now. He just hit a clutch three
Yeah,
to
he
put
did.
Miami up by one with about 15 seconds left. So I'm
But
tired of eating this crow right now.
when they keep it with the line, there's no superstar that's been better the last 2 years. I'm not surprised though. So when you said Jimmy Butler, I expected you to say something like winner.
No, I mean he's climbing up the ladder, but I wouldn't say superstar just yet. But he's doing his thing right
Who
now.
got a
So
who got a tech?
uh, probably I think the coach. I think the coach got it.
Okay.
So
Okay, because
There's no one
my
who's
TV's down.
Jimmy Butler the last 2 years.
well, he's
It's
doing it right now.
like a mini Mamba.
Yeah.
I see things, man. I'm telling you, this guy is in an era with LeBron, KD, and Kawhi. He's making a name for himself. Like it's hard to stand out when you have three of the all-time greats at that same position. But this guy's making a name for himself on a team that nobody expected to make it this far.
You can't sit at the table with Matt Ryan. I mean, like I said, this is like, and the funny thing about it is, I see more rival fans defending Matt Ryan more than Falcons fans. That's crazy. That's the crazy thing.
This is about the only time probably me and Byron ever gonna agree in life. So let's just talk about it
That's the
right
crazy.
there.
That's the crazy thing. That's why I don't argue with Falcons fans about Matt Ryan. I just don't because it's a waste of time. They're still waiting on Michael Vick to come through the doors. That's what they're waiting on.
Yeah, this is. Yeah, it's the truth. He's not
And
showing
still gonna blame
up.
Michael Vick for not winning.
You know it. They got to complain about something. That's why I said Atlanta fan base is the worst in all of sports. They are. That's just
What?
fact.
I
We
don't
don't have
know.
any cookies.
Cowboy fans will give him run for the money.
Well, y'all may be a little bit delusional, but
A
y'all
little
ain't as
bit.
bad as us. Y'all ain't as bad as us. I mean, when they talk about trading your franchise quarterback that's been holding it down for about 13, 14 years, yeah, we'll see. But nah, it's way worse. I'm tell you, that's why I don't go in the Falcons groups, man. I don't,
I'll
cause I
be
already
kicked
know what
out
they're
of the
talking about.
Cowboys. I'll be kicked out of the Cowboys one
Right.
because they talk nonsense.
Like I said, I say it before and I say it again. They're gonna regret when Matt Ryan hang up them cleats and be done for good.
Definitely.
They
Definitely,
are.
especially if you get a rookie QB in there or a second year QB, to actually come in, you don't have a veteran presence and they start messing up just simple things that Matt Ryan took, did great and, did amazing job at, like passing the ball yard, really far past 20 yards, dropping those bombs. and then you have a QB that drops only like 10 yards a pass, or only does a short distance. They're gonna be, why doesn't he throw the ball like Matt Ryan? Because you didn't want Matt Ryan no more.
Try to tell them. Watch. Let's see. They talk about taking for Trevor and all. Trevor come out to beat his bona fide
I
Spurs. And I'm gonna be
never.
like,
Ooh, this Brazilian person. I don't know who your real name is, but I never liked Romo. Um, he didn't care. My husband is a Romo fan. I never liked Romo. I will still bash Romo if you had to, if you asked me.
oh,
Um, but
the
he is a great commentator.
yeah. And the comment above yours, stop talking about Vic that was 20 years ago. Well, tell them Falcons fans that still talk about him 20 years ago, stop talking. Tell them to stop
Yes.
talking. Because they still talk about him to this day. So you need to tell them that. Don't tell me. I know who my quarterback is. Tell the folks that keep thinking Vic's gonna walk through the doors. Talk to them.
That I agree with.
Romo's
That I
and
would agree with right there. I agree with that.
and I don't agree with that. I think he has in the making to be better than him. But that's just in the making. As of right now, he's okay. But he has in the making.
So but like I said, people they're gonna have their comparisons. They're gonna have who they think is the better quarterback than who. But it is what it is. I
Okay.
don't even argue with folks like that no more. It just saps all the energy out of you talking about it. It really does. So it is what it is. But I'm ready for this game. What you think, Boom? What you think about this game?
We got Cowboys and Falcons.
Yeah.
It's gonna be because I agree with what everyone's said early in the comments. They said that your receivers will smoke our defense, and then they also said that our receivers will smoke your defense. So I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I agree with that because I don't see anyone on our secondary that can stop any one of your three wideouts.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's gonna be an offensive game. The whole from start to finish, offensive game. There are gonna be some big plays down the field, and it's gonna like my wife said, shit. This is gonna come down to whoever has the ball last and get into a scoring position is gonna win the game.
Right. I mean, that's how I feel. But like I said, I try not to be skeptical of Dirk because a lot of people want me to give him a chance. But I've been very critical of our offensive coordinator since he signed back. It was kind of like watching recycle. You recycle some and then you bring it back and it still don't work. I've been very critical of Carter since he's been here because I don't think honestly I don't think he's a good offensive coordinator. That's just me. Um, and consider the fact that the matter is he had Matt Ryan throw 54 times. That lets me know that you're losing the game if your quarterback throws over 50 times because that means you're trying to, you're down big. And I said it before, Todd Gurley looked great. He averaged 5 yards a carry. He had 55 yards on 14 carries. He scored a touchdown. But when you get down like that and you let the Seahawks, Russell Wilson start cooking like that, you got to abandon the running game because you got to score points. So when I saw that Matt Ryan threw the ball 54 times, yeah, he had 450 yards and couple touchdowns in the pick, but he should throw the ball 54 times. So I kind of place the blame on our OC, but I kind of blame our defense as well. We gotta get together because if we do that same thing this upcoming Sunday, it's not gonna be pretty. It's not
Yeah,
at
no, it's
all.
gonna be if both of our teams play like they did last week, it's gonna be nitty gritty games that come down to last position and whoever gets to scoring position first.
Yeah.
I'd be shocked if the Cowboys don't blow out the Falcons.
It's not gonna be a blowout. There ain't no way it's gonna be a blowout.
If it's a blowout, oh, trust me, I'm about to cheese in my husband's face and like, I told you so. Mm, mm, mm,
Yeah,
I'm,
the
mm.
Fal-
I'm,
if the Cowboys blow out the Falcons, I'm gonna deactivate my Facebook page. That's what I'm gonna do.
No, you're not, because you got a show to do. You got to
Besides,
sing two
I can wait.
songs.
Look. I can still do the show. It's just that you could text it to me instead of me. You could always text it to me or send it to my email. So,
We're
but
gonna do a poll this week. Falcons fans, please come find it on my page. Ladonna Samani. It will be open. I will tag Dre. I will tag Maggie. I will tag Mike in it. But the poll is that there's a bet going on between me and that one that is covering his face down there below. He has to sing two Outcast songs if y'all lose.
it's not gonna happen. I don't have to worry about it.
Okay? I'm just saying but we have to pick the songs for you to sing
Let the
next
people decide.
Tuesday, and
Let the people decide.
we are letting the people decide. Besides, sorry, Miss Jackson, that is one of them.
Well, let's decide the other song.
We have to decide the other song.
Well, you know
Um,
what? I'm gonna go with my boy Triple G. He said it's not gonna matter because the Falcons are gonna win. So
I'm just letting you know. If y'all lose, be prepared to hear some vocals.
anyway, but we good.
Just
So
get some warm tea. Um,
When we
well, I
put
got
out
some.
lemon,
when we put out the
honey.
show, when we put out the show for next week, we need to put in the title. Please wear headphones because you want to hear this.
I don't think you have to put that in there because we're not gonna win. I mean, we're gonna win. We're gonna
I'm
win.
just
We're gonna win it.
Yeah, see, Maggie agrees. Well, with me, it won't be a blowout.
It won't be. We're winning. See, everybody. You know why everybody's picking Atlanta? Because they don't want to hear me sing. That's why they don't want to hear me sing.
They ain't listen to the band. They just worry about what's going on in the comments. Comments is on fire tonight.
yeah.
Yeah, they are. So,
We want to hear from Outcast, not from
see how people do me. See how people do me. See that's why I don't. That's why I need. I need
have
Atlanta to
one
win.
song. I have one
I need
song,
Atlanta
Maggie,
to win.
and we decided last week that the fans pick out the second one. So I am going to make a poll, a
Yeah,
week
fans can pick
long
out the second.
poll. We'll make it till Sunday. I'll make it tonight, but they get to choose the second song if the Cowboys win. If the Falcons win, he doesn't have to sing because this was a double or nothing. This bet went back from the playoffs of last year that we won. That yeah of the and I'm not talking about Cowboys Falcons. I am talking about St. Louis Cardinals and the Braves. That great game.
Anyway,
That great game. Um. So this is where this comes from. I can't wait. Because if you have to sing, boy, I'm just gonna be singing. It's gonna be right along with you, just your backup. I'll be your backup
I ain't
dancer.
gonna. That's not gonna happen because I have faith that my squad's gonna pull through on Sunday. So we, I'm good with that. I don't have to worry about
Um,
singing or nothing. So we good. It's gonna
who's
wipe away my debt. So we're gonna be all right.
Hey, Art, and no one said Dak is Russell Wilson. No one.
who? Boy, y'all got us
No one.
confused with these delusional ass.
I'm trying to
Boy,
tell you.
Nobody say
These
that.
comments, these comments off the chain, man. They
off the
really are.
Ain't
chain.
nobody say that he's Russell Wilson. No.
Off the chain.
Trying
And
to tell you, boy.
I will tell people that this is probably a fact that they don't know, and you probably need to go Google. Dak's percentage of throwing the deep ball is actually pretty high. It was like at like a 73% or something last season, but nobody wants to hear that because they only look at his fuck ups.
Kind of like the Falcons with Matt Ryan.
Yep.
Falcons fans with Matt Ryan. They don't look at that. They just look at when he fucking up. So
Yeah.
that's why I don't even argue with him.
Yeah. Um. So, boy, I love y'all. I really do. I love all y'all that are in these comments. Like everybody.
They
If y'all
wildin'.
hate us,
They
if you
wildin'.
hate us, or you love us, everybody. I love all
Well,
y'all
if
because
it started out,
y'all making this entertaining.
it started out, the Falcons getting jumped on, and then all of a sudden the Cowboys started getting this work. So it's kind of been 50-50 as of
It's
late.
been
So
yeah. Who has the Dak throw the deep ball to? He has CeeDee Lamb. He has Amari Cooper, and he has Gallup. Any more people that you need me to name?
it's gonna be, like I said, it's gonna be an interesting game because of what's going on. Like it's a lot of stuff going on. So
I don't know if you're just joining in, but that's what we said. It'll be a close game. It's not gonna be a blowout, by any
I think
means.
it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a blowout, just because
I think I,
I want to be
I think
opposite.
the biggest spread in the points will be 10 points.
I want to be opposite gods because I want. So rookies can't catch the ball. Dre,
All I'm saying is, all I'm saying
Dre.
is,
So
I didn't
rookies
say
can't
that.
catch. No, I'm just saying. So rookies can't catch the ball. Lamb is still a rookie, but he can't catch the ball
So
because he caught the longest one last week. So
33 yards.
I'm just gonna drink this soda because he's a
I ain't
rookie.
saying.
He
I'm not
can't catch
saying
the
that.
ball. That's your fan base. Let's just drink this Pepsi.
Look, all I'm saying is this. All I'm saying is this is that I just need the Falcons to win, so I don't have to sing next Tuesday. That's it. That's all. That's it. I don't want to sing next week.
Yeah, I'm
So
I'm ready for you to sing.
nah, that's not happening. So,
I'm
but
gonna
Oh,
put
it's
you on. I'm gonna
not.
put you on TV. I'm gonna put next week if you gotta sing. I'm putting the show on TV so I can watch you big screen. Just letting you know.
my team
but,
gonna pull through, man.
but, I
My
did,
team gonna
but I
pull
did
through.
say that last night on the chain reaction that the Cowboys will lose against the Falcons. And I did say the spread is going to be about 10 points. So
I'm just ready to say I
I'm
told you
a
so to
Cowboys
both of
fan.
y'all.
So everyone in the comments know I am a Cowboys fan saying that we are going to lose to y'all.
I'm not
Wait,
just letting you know this Cowboys fan ain't. So I'm just ready to say told you so to both of them because I feel like I'm the only one on this little island that says that we're going to win. Oh, and Raymond, me and Raymond Eldler,
I
you
think the
know,
Cowboys
me yeah, me and Raymond are on this little we're on this little island together cuz no one else
Well,
is
everybody's rooting for me because they don't want to hear me sing. So I got people on my squad too. So we'll see.
Sam is only rooting for you because he's a
He
Giants
doesn't
fan,
want
and
me to
his
sing.
team, and his he's not, he doesn't want nothing from Dallas to win.
So
So that's all the reason you got Sam support because it's against Dallas.
yeah, but with that being said, I mean, we going to predictions now. We gonna do that, or we gonna keep going?
Go for it. Go for it. What is your prediction?
I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm gonna let y'all go. Y'all go ahead. I
Well,
gotta get mine together still.
he already basically did his. So he you know he said y'all gonna win by 10, and I say that we are going to win. Hmm.
Hey, Jalen. Hey, Jalen. He got jokes tonight. Where you go? He got jokes tonight.
I don't think it's going to be that big of a blowout. I'll say that we win by 12. It's not going to be a blowout. It's not going to be a huge blowout. It's just going to be like 12 to 15.
I say 17. I say by 17. Cowboys by
Oh,
17.
woo!
See it? See?
31.
Well,
Something like that.
I know you are, Raymond. Yeah, I know you're. But I'm saying for me to say that only one win. Okay, it's me and Paul too. Paul's on the island too, because everybody else don't want to hear Dre singing.
but I will say this. I will say this. We took it on the chin this past weekend. We did. We really did. We took it on the chin. Uh, no preseason, no training camp. Everything looked kind of predictable coming out the gate. But I think my Falcons going to bounce back. I think they're pissed off. They got embarrassed at home. So I got the Falcons winning 31-20. I
Okay,
think that I think the defense is
I
going to
like
actually do.
it.
I think the defense is going to actually prove that they can play. And going against I'm not going to say an elite offense, but you got Zeke and Dak back there, and that three-headed monster at receiver. I think the defense is going to rise up, and they're going to accept the challenge, and they're going to play defense.
Can I answer that? Can I answer that? Can I, babe?
Go
Can
ahead.
I? Because I was looking at that. Why are you guys high on the Cowboys? Didn't you lose last game? Didn't y'all lose the last game? And y'all supporting y'all team? Aren't you supposed to be high on your team when you after if they win or lose?
Except for me.
You know, but I'm saying win or lose, you're supposed to shit talk. You're supposed to do just everything because that's what true fans do. But you over here, see, I'm not. I guess I'm just not like a typical fan. I brush it off and say, hey, we're gonna win and we're gonna lose, but I'm still gonna talk crap. We could be 0-9
Y'all see her?
and Falcons run 65 plays. We could be 0-9 and Dre knows me and my husband knows me. I'm still talking crap.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. We always
That's me. That's me. I'm still gonna talk shit to you, regardless how bad or good of our record can be. Because I was talking trash to Dre. We weren't as a Cardinals fan last year, and we looked horrible, and I was still talking trash. So what I'm saying for my Cowboys, win or lose, I don't care if I have to take an L or not. I'm talking shit.
I believe it. I believe it. That's why I said it makes it interesting. So when I found out that they were playing, we were playing each other. I already knew what time it was, so I'm ready. So, but yeah, that's my prediction, and I don't have to sing. The Falcons gonna pull through for me, so because nobody wants to hear me
Hmm.
sing next week.
I do. I do. Yeah, I
Ooh,
do.
next Thursday, okay.
Yeah. Next week, next Tuesday. Me, 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 me,
Next
me, 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 me,
Thursday.
me. Start doing it now, Drake. So you got a week to practice. Get those vocal cords ready.
We don't have to worry about that because the Falcons are gonna win. We don't have to worry about that. We don't have to worry about that.
Oh my god.
Hey, you're gonna be here Sunday, aren't you?
No,
Next
next
Sunday,
weekend.
next weekend I'll be there for the UFC fight. I'll be there next weekend.
Okay, so
UFC fight for
after the game.
yeah, Tariq's birthday weekend.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll be
Yes.
there. I'll be there
Or I could
for
make you
nephew's
go.
birthday.
I could make you go live while you here.
It don't
Hey,
matter what you do. It don't
hey,
matter. It don't matter. Look, it
hey,
don't matter what y'all do.
hey, that's a great idea. I think I'll have my new mic in by this Wednesday. So if he's here, you can make him go live right here with the microphone with the new audio. Oh, this is gonna be great. This is gonna be
Y'all
great.
can make up. Y'all
Woo!
can make up. Y'all can make up all these dreams. Y'all can make up all these scenarios, but it's not going to happen. It's not going to matter because the Falcons are going to
Woo!
win. The Falcons are going to win Sunday.
And the Celtics just lost in overtime.
Jimmy Butler, he's making me eat crow again. He really is. But like I said before, and I'll say it again. Heat and six. I got the Heat and six on this one. They're going to the
I'm
finals.
I'm still picking my Celtics just because I am a
Nathan,
Heat.
you didn't hear the bet. This bet is a carryover from last playoffs.
Yeah.
So
From
if the
and the
Falcons
last
win
playoffs, it means
and the
Cardinals and
Falcons
Braves
win, nothing
playoffs.
happens. But if the Cowboys win, Dre
I got
has
to
to
sing two songs.
he has to sing two songs
I had to sing two.
because he lost
One's already been.
and
One's
from the playoffs last year.
One's already been decided, Miss Jackson, and then we're gonna let the fans decide the other one. But y'all wasting y'all time because Cowboys losing, we're beating them.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
but that's
Whoa,
all.
really? Man.
Hey, that's a younger version of you, Boom. He is very he
Yep.
calls himself a Falcons fan, but he's not really a Falcons fan. Trust me.
Wait, so you're telling me I'm not a Cowboys fan?
You're a
You're
realistic
not.
Cowboys fan.
You're Debbie Downer sometimes.
He just he just talks about them bad. Like I'm like, bro, you got anything positive to say about the Falcons? No. Not like all right. He has nothing positive to say.
It sounds like my husband because I've been waiting for something positive to come out of his mouth besides Alden Smith, and it hasn't happened.
So
Raymond, this is a carryover bet. This is a double or nothing bet between
hey
these.
man, I got faith in my Falcons. I think they're gonna pull it off and you know.
Yes. So this fight, I mean, this bet, like I said, this bet came from the Cardinals Braves playoffs last season. So when
Man,
we
you don't even
came,
trust it anymore.
and so since he never did sing it last year, I was like, okay, we got double or nothing. And so this is where we're at. If Cowboys win, he has to win two songs. He has to sing two songs. He don't have to sing the whole song, but he has to sing, a good gist of it. Um, like 30 to 45 seconds, maybe the first verse and a
I'm
hook.
only singing. I'm only singing the hook. I'm only singing the
But
hook.
it
That's it.
depends because if the
Mm-mm.
other song that I want to, if I get my way and the second song that I want, it has to be a verse and it's not a hook.
That's not part of the deal.
But it's a very good hook. I mean,
We'll
very
figure it
good.
out.
Yeah, it's not like I said, it's a very good song. It has UGK, it
I'm. Oh
has
no. Oh hell no. I'm not singing that.
but it's
Hell
a
no. I'm not.
but his
No.
verse,
Uh.
Andre 3000's first verse is I
I'm
love
not
it.
sing. I am not going to
Yes
sing
you
that.
are. Yes you are.
No.
Yes you
No.
are. If you have to
Because the Falcons going to win, so I don't have to worry
I'm
about
just
that.
saying. I'm just saying if you lose.
We'll see. We'll see.
Whatever. Whatever.
But the Heat just won. They're up game one, 1-0, and the Nuggets and the Clippers they're playing now. So
Go Denver.
uh,
I'm all about this upset right now. Go for it.
what upset?
Denver wins.
Oh,
It's
Denver.
technically, yeah, it's an upset.
You know the NBA wants an All LA NBA Western Conference Finals. You
I
know
know,
they want
but
that. So
I can pray, right?
you never
I can
know.
I can hope I can hope. Just
Right,
like
right,
y'all
right.
can hope, I can hope.
I hope I don't have to sing. So good on that.
See,
We
hope is
good. We
everywhere.
good. Nah, but I don't really have nothing else to say. So
You know what that means?
yeah, all I gotta do is just figure it out, see what happens on Sunday. So who wants to go first?
It's parting shots. Boom. Focus. Or did he freeze?
Yeah. So
It's work. So give me a
Oh,
second.
okay. Okay. So I guess I'll go first. Um, I don't really have much to say besides, I think my fan base is just as crazy as yours, and I think we all have crazy fan bases when it comes to our crazy fans. But to ask for dismissal from a coach after game one, I really think that's just crazy. Um, who is Dexter Lawrence?
he must be Demarcus Lawrence,
The myth.
the miss.
But his name ain't Dexter. I just want to know, is that his little cousin? Um, because I don't know who that is. But anyways, like I just don't. I see you have to give the team more than one chance, especially even a season when it comes to a new coach. I do think, and I agree with what somebody said on our show yesterday. I think Mike McCarthy is going to be calling plays by week three. I also feel the one moment I'm actually proud of Jerry Jones for not, we had one person on our team that took a knee, and Jerry Jones did not have nothing negative to say about Poe. And I didn't think I was ever going to live to see the day that this old cranky racist man would not say something about somebody taking a knee, and he took a knee by himself, and I applaud him. I applaud the Denver Broncos for having 18 players take a knee last night. I think they had one of the highest out of the league. Like I said, it moves me that so many people are getting involved and they're not listening to these owners, because these owners, like I've stated before, if our black players, and even just not our black players, are anybody that's of brown complexion, biracial, all black, there's some Latinos in there. Um, if they all decided to not to play, they wouldn't have a team. As my mom would say, they would have an offensive line, and that is no BS. So even though a lot of people feel like this has been forced on, I take it. I understand. I feel it's kind of forced, but at the same time, I'll take it as what it is because I'd rather see this than nothing,
Mm-hmm.
and that's just real, real talk. And that is my parting shot. And thank you, Sam. Thank you.
Yep. So, boom, you want to go?
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead.
Um, Thursday night game, Texas and Chiefs. When they lock arms and have a moment of silence for uh, racial injustice and these trial times that's going on right now in this country, some fans that were attending the game started booing. I mean, how can you see a human being, no matter what color, being suffered, and you going to boo because they want something to come out of it? They're using their platform to make you aware of what's going on, and you're going to boo. And they say there should be no politics in sports. Well, if that's the case, there should be no politics in your home, in school, in your work, or any other place. Politics should only be in DC. That's it, if that's the logic. Because if we can't speak about our issues, you are not allowed to either. I don't care what issue it is. It could be about a power line pole going outside your house. You can't do anything. You can't boycott. You can't do nothing for it. You're just gonna have to let it happen because that's what is telling us that we have to do. Just let it happen. Can't talk about it. Can't do nothing about it. So with that logic, all of that needs to be handled at your state courthouse, state facilities, and DC, where all this shit happens. That's what I take from it. You're gonna boo something where everyone should treat everyone as equal. You want to treat them as you want to be treated like yourself. You're gonna boo and then tell and say there's no politics room for politics in sports. Well, if that's the case, there should be no politics in your home. You can't talk about it with your family, your coworker, your friends, nobody. Let DC people handle it. That's it. Because that right there is fucking bullshit. How can anyone sit there and think that's okay? They're not allowed to speak up for someone else. You can't speak up for anyone that you care about what they're going through, about their business going through. Nothing. We're all human. No one can say that because you're this color or that color, well, that one's greater than the other. No, we're all humans. We all share this planet together, and this is how we're gonna treat each other. It's fucking bullshit. I don't care what it is. Everyone has a platform to speak, especially now more than ever, because everyone is going. They're streaming. They're going podcasts. They're going with streamings or whatever. They're always gonna have a message. If they can't use their platform to relay a message, you can't either. You have to shut up just like we have to. If that's what you're telling us, you're gonna have to shut your mouth and let the people in DC handle it.
But if you got Drew Brees and them talking about, the guy in the White House, it's okay.
Yeah, yeah. Then it's okay for politics to be the game. Fuck that. The mindset that these people have, it fucking amazes me. How can you see a grown man getting beat down by somebody, and you just turn the fucking other cheek, keep walking, and then expect us not to say anything about it because you did it. Well, we have the balls to do something about it, say something about it. You don't. So let these players, let these organizations do what they want to do, use their platforms how they want to be used, and get a good message out. Good a let's come together. That's what they show. Let's come together. Let's lock arms. Let's be all in one. But you want to boo.
Yeah.
Whew. Who's next behind that?
I could go because mine's quick. Because I don't really don't have a partner shot. Y'all pretty much said everything I wanted to say, so I don't really have anything. Only thing I gotta say is week 2, Sunday it's on. Cowboys and Falcons, hate week. Try not to sing. So Falcons, do your job. That's all I'm gonna say. Do your job. So I'm good after that.
Paul,
Yes.
you got anything to say?
I guess I'm gonna add on to what you both said. And give a shout out to Elijah McClain and his family. People don't remember Elijah McClain went to a grocery store and was wearing a black hoodie, and a white lady called an officer and said that he was dangerous, and the officers approached him and tackled him down and stuck a poisonous needle in him, and on the spot. And then the anniversary of the day he was killed by the officers, 2 of the officers involved took photos, selfies on the spot where he was killed.
I remember.
And this is in the same city where James Holmes went to a movie theater and shot and killed over 20 Americans, and he was arrested alive. So people have to remember that these athletes may be famous, but they may not have the issues of dealing with police. Well, they still do. Like Bradley Bill gave his example of dealing with police, but their family members, those who are not well known, may have issues. So a lot of them take these issues personally. So I commend what the Broncos did, because Aurora is where Philip Lindsay is from. I commend what the NFL players did, and I think the NFL was 4 years too late. But then we have to understand, in this country, there's a dehumanization of minorities, that when anything happens to a minority, there's a lack of empathy. When we see a guy who's been kneeled on for 9 minutes, I don't want you to bring up his criminal history. That has nothing to do with why he's killed on, but that seems to be the case anytime a minority is killed by anybody. He deserves to die because of his past. So you see it you saw it in the 50s and the 40s. You see pictures of white people taking pictures with people being lynched. So it's a natural, implicit bias that we see, dehumanization of minorities that we see. That's why people don't feel the empathy. And then you look at someone like Colin Kaepernick, who complains of the injustices in this country. He gets booed, he gets blackballed, and then you have Donald Trump, who says, "Make America great again," basically implying that America is not great, and he gets cheered. So it's a natural bias that, when you study America and you study the history of America, you can understand why people think the way they think, and why people criticize Black thought and Black music and Black culture, and then when another culture appropriates it, they applaud it. So I absolutely agree with what NFL players have done. I'm disappointed in college football coaches, because you have coaches who make money off of Black players, mostly from the hood, and these guys are making millions, going back into their yachts and to their country clubs, and then pretending like issues don't happen in this country. So that's going to be the next step.
Yep.
If the college players can boycott and go, you know what, we need to see action from you guys before we start to step up on the field. Then we can know that change is going to happen in the sports world. And to those who say politics and sports shouldn't coexist, then remove all of the politicians who own sports teams. George Bush used to own the Texas Rangers, and you have the senator from Kelly, whatever her last name is, who owns the Atlanta Dream. A lot of these conservative politicians own sports teams. So if you want to remove politics from sports, you should sell your team and keep
Mhm.
politics in Washington D.C. Well, that's all I gotta say.
I agree with that, like wholeheartedly.
Like I said, y'all made some good points, man. So if ain't nothing else to be said, take it home, BFF.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes another great show of Red Cup Rants. Next week, y'all will be on hearing your boys singing.
That's not
Woo!
happening. That's not happening. Falcons gonna give me one. They're gonna pull through Sunday.
But thank you everybody for the comments. Thank you everybody for the love. Thank you, Paul, for calling in. I really did enjoy the show. This show was off the chain this week. Until again next week. It's all about the 21 though. It's all about this 21 though.
They ain't the best 21 though. You know the
But
best
I'm just
21 was in
I
Atlanta.
understand it's not the best 21, but this is the best 21 right now.
We'll see you on Sunday.
Yes, yes, but have a great evening everybody and we will talk to you guys next week.
Okay.